Hi guys!
Welcome to uSpeak channel, Transforma tu vida.
My name is Manuel.
I'm Caro, and today we're going to explain to you passive voice. So, passive voice. What a difficult topic, right?
Yes.
God. But is it really?
No, don't worry. Today we're gonna help you understand it a little bit better.
Okay, so passive voice focuses on the person or thing receiving the action and not the person who is doing the action.
Okay, for example, Caro was poked. Here we're focusing on the action and who received the action rather on who performed it.
Yeah, Caro was poked.
Yes, she was poked, like this.
So we're not focusing on the person who did the action. We're not saying Manuel poked Caro. We're saying Caro was poked. We're focusing on who received the action.
If the doer is important, or if we really want to know, we can add it by using the by clause. For example, Caro was poked by Manuel. Here we are still focusing on who received the action, but we are also mentioning the doer.
So, by including the by clause, Caro was poked by Manuel, we are making the doer important, but we're giving more importance, or we're focusing more on who received the action. Now, another good example would be in the active voice, something like, someone ate my pizza.
But here, someone is not really important, because we don't know who did it, so we just say, my pizza was eaten.
That's so sad.
Yes.
So, I can say, my pizza was eaten, and I don't need to add by someone. It's not necessary, it's not important.
Or it's unknown, so we don't know who ate it.
However, if I say in active voice, Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa,
Leonardo da Vinci is important, so we say the Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci.
Okay, so how do we form the passive voice? Why is it so difficult to understand? Well, don't worry. The basic structure of the passive voice, no matter which tense you use, is the same. You use the verb be plus the verb in past participle, and you can conjugate it.
You're going to conjugate be depending on the tense you use in the active voice. For example, many people use the passive voice. Use here is in present, so we conjugate be with is or are. So we have it in passive voice. Passive voice is used a lot.
You can also say, teenagers are buying clothes online more often. Are buying is the action in this sentence, and it's in present continuous. We're going to conjugate be in present continuous, and the main verb, which is buying, is now going to be in past participle. So, clothes are being bought online more often.
Another example of this, if you remember, Manuel poked Caro. Poke here, the verb, is in past, so we conjugate it with was or were. In this case, Caro was poked. If we want to add the by clause, Caro was poked by Manuel.
Okay, the cat was taking a nap this afternoon. I have a very lazy cat. So, was taking is in past continuous. Again, taking is the main verb in this clause, and you're going to change it to past participle. Now, wait. The cat was taking a nap in the afternoon. Was taking is the action, and taking is the main verb. So taking is now going to be in past participle, and be is going to be conjugated in past continuous. So a nap was being taken by the cat.
If you remember, someone has eaten my pizza. Has eaten, present perfect. Okay, so we're going to conjugate it with has been plus the past participle, giving us my pizza has been eaten.
Now, we can also transform questions from active voice to passive voice. This follows the same structure as any question that has be in it, with just the difference that we're going to add the verb in past participle.
Okay? It is very common to use it like this. For example, what is mole made with? We don't really say, what do people make mole with? It just doesn't sound right.
No, it sounds very confusing. So instead of saying that, we say, what is mole made with?
And you can also make yes and no questions. For example, was this sweater made by hand? Which means, did someone make this sweater with their own hands?
Yeah, that sounds very confusing. So sometimes it is easier to use the passive voice in questions than the active voice, because in passive voice we don't say who did it. So if the person is not important, then the questions are easier to understand.
Today, passive voice was explained to you by teacher Manuel and teacher Caro.
We saw the passive voice in basic form, which is be and the verb in past participle, and that you can conjugate it depending on the tense of the active voice sentence and or question.
For example,
someone has stolen my car.
Her car has been stolen. We also explained how to form information and yes or no questions like what has been stolen?
Or was her car stolen?
We hope you found this useful. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And if you have any more questions about today's topic, or if you have any topic you want to know about, let us know in the comment section below.
Y recuerda que en uSpeak tenemos el curso para ti.
Bye. Really, you can say bye.
Bye.
See you next time.